the menstrual cycle is something we do have a lot of rituals throughout cultures, and that's something which we all could relate to, going from any culture throughout the world, right? So we also know about the physiological changes connected to each of these stages in our life, right from menarche to menopause. We also know the role of the estrogen and the progesterones and the oxytocins involved in each stage in our life. So what happens, what we need to understand in general terms is that all of these hormones are definitely having an effect on our mental health as well. So what we need to understand is that this is a routine physiological changes which is happening in everybody's life, right? So it is also important that we look at it with the sensitivity it warrants. So women are very powerful because of all of these changes in their life. I can't imagine a man going through a delivery process and coming out of it with all the bleeding and the baby and all of that. However, we go through it, and it's not just once, several times, right? And that's something we need to give credit to the woman. And as the woman grows older, menopause again is a huge change. We see a lot of women going through menopause having depression. And we've also spoken to women who have had hysterectomy, who feel that a major part of their body is removed and they don't feel whole now. So it is like, I have lost a limb. So like, it's the same kind of feeling a person feels if he's lost a hand or a leg or a toe for that matter. It's the same kind of feeling a woman has, because the womb, the uterus carries a lot of connection to what a woman is in identity. So I have also spoken to many women after their hysterectomies feeling incomplete, in quotes, that I've lost something which is very near and dear to me, and which also adds on to their mood. It could lead to a depression, and there definitely something like cognitive behavior therapy has helped, where we are also able to understand and help the woman go through the different cognitive challenges of the womb itself does not always identify you as a woman, that you are much more than the womb. So we also need to look at that as as this person grows older into menopause, that's something which we need to look at. Emptiness syndrome is also something which we hear very commonly, because now we see as the child grows older, after college, after employment, after marriage, the child then moves away into another country, another city, another home, and then there is something called the empty nest. So the mother and the father alone at home, and the nest is still there but it is empty, and that can lead to a lot of loneliness, especially with kids moving abroad and the parents living alone here. So there's a lot of empty nest aspects happening, especially during the pandemic, because kids are not able to move back into the country and be with their parents, even though virtually they do meet, but it's not as easy as it used to be before the pandemic hit in. So that's also something which we need to look at. So the social support systems definitely help when it comes to having a community gathering, having neighborhood where people can talk about other aspects, having a group meeting. All of that do help in the support system.